Good afternoon, all your excellency, all the judges, ladies and gentlemen, and my families who are here to support me. I just want to say I love you very much, even though I'm not going to make it if, I just love you. Well, how many of you like flying? We love flying. I like to be on aircraft. It's good, it's fun. Business of aircraft, I believe now is improving. Many people want to go, from one country to another country. I got a topic about the aviation's expansions. I like to explain some terms in my topic. It's very interesting. Aviation expansion. Should we let it be governed by the consumers or ASEAN agreements? So now let me just take these two groups. One is consumers. I probably refer just to just business peoples and ASEAN agreements. I strongly believe that the aviations, which is the aircrafts, before we build it more, we should let the agreements of the ASEAN to govern. Why? For one reason is we look at the environmental impacts. People who want to build it, business people, probably they just care more on money. Maybe they just want it more on their benefits, but do they care about the effects of the environment? Under the agreement, I'm sure they have the level of the carbon dioxide, how much the emissions of the gas can produce from the aircrafts. So they have certain rules and norms before they can build it more. So I really believe that let them govern that before we let the aviation, the aircrafts be built more. So let just the agreement of the ASEAN countries to govern it. The second reason I believe about the economic benefits as a whole. So benefiting as a whole, regional benefits. So for the, if we let the aviation expansion be governed by consumer or business people, we just focus more on the particular groups, interest groups. They just focus more on their probably self-interest. But if we let the agreements of the ASEAN countries to govern this, they care more about the regional benefits, association of the whole of the 10 countries. As you know that the ASEAN countries are trying to build a single market through economic integration by the end of 2015. They understand the benefits. So let them work, let them govern all the expansions of business, because they care more about the benefit as the group. Another thing is the interest groups. They can influence policymakers, and that can lead to protectionism. And we know that protectionism doesn't help much. We need to liberalize. The reason that ASEAN work together is because we want to liberalize the markets. So if we just let just a group of people just focus on, the self-interest, it will not benefit this as a whole. I want to repeat, economic benefit is very important. I also want to talk about the safety. Business people, yes, they care more about making money. They care about making money, and do they care about the safety of people? I probably say it's less. But according to the agreement of ASEAN, they have some certain rules, about before they can start doing something. They have rules and norm regulations. What do I mean by safety? We have heard about aviation disasters, Mpeg2 disappearance. I've heard about some aircrafts that landed on their belly, and maybe the pilots didn't go through proper trainings. Why? Because they make it cheap, and when the money is cheap, they probably have less to pay for their staff, flight attendant, pilots. But under the agreements, I believe that they want to make sure everything is safety. You know, flying, it's good, but again, everything must be under the agreement, which is going to help us as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your point of view is that if businessmen and consumers drive the expansion, it leads to protectionism. I would say if ASEAN makes the decision, or if ASEAN is empowered to make the decision, how can you avoid favoritism and protectionism through the government?
Well, I believe the state central approach will be the benefits. What do I mean by state central approach? We want to have a stronger state. We want to make sure that the government have enough power not to just be influenced by a certain group of people, but we want to have a strong state. When we have the strong state, that means they are not under the influence of anyone. Because they think about the national benefits as a whole, and I believe that lets the power be handed on the state to handle. I hope I answered your question, ma'am.
Don't you feel at the moment that there are far too many planes flying, too many cheap flights, and that maybe we should look at the infrastructure of aviation before any more further expansion?
Yes, there's more need right now. I agree to the fact that people more want to fly more, and there's a need, there's a demand. But before, I am not against of expanding of aviations, but I am more on let the expansion be governed by the ASEAN agreements, because of the rules and norms and all the regulations that they have, make it more safety for us. Yes, I believe that the agreements that they have, they will make ways to make it efficient ways, effective ways of building more infrastructures regarding the aviations.